Hello everyone, welcome to today's micro lesson. The topic of today's micro lesson is what is current assets. This lesson is really suitable for beginners in accounting who may be interested in investing. You can also use the knowledge of current assets to read some simple reports, also useful for small business startup or even manage your own money wisely in daily life. Today's micro lesson will be fun and easy to learn, and you will be able to learn a useful accounting key points with less than 5 minutes of your time. Let's go over the content for today's micro lesson. The first, I'll lead you to understand and review the prior knowledge related to current assets. For students who have not studied accounting before, do not worry at all. This prior knowledge is relatively easy to understand. The reason to review prior knowledge is that you can have a clearly idea and understand important basic knowledge relate to current assets in today's lesson. After delivering prior knowledge, we'll start today's topic, and I'll introduce by order of what is current assets and what elements are included in current assets. At the end of the video, there will be 2 multiple choice questions for you to consolidate of today's learning. Alright, let's get started. First of all, let's make it clear that there are current and non-current assets. But in today's lesson, we're only going to focus on current assets. The second prior knowledge is also important that in basic accounting, there are 3 important statements that use current assets or current assets data are income statement, balance sheet, and the cash flow statement. The last one is fundamental equation. It's a basic as well as an important formula in accounting. It's assets equals to liabilities plus shareholders' equity, which needs to be kept in mind when approaching any statements because it is a core concept in financial accounting and serves as the basis for preparing financial statements. After we get familiar with some prior knowledge, then we can start with today's topic of what current asset is. Current assets are assets the company can easily turn into cash in the short term or use to pay short-term debts. More simply can mean as real money. Current assets also reflect the company's ability to meet its daily expenses and liabilities, so they can also help measure a company's liquidity and short-term financial health. Here are some examples of different type of elements that belongs to current assets. Cash and a cash equivalent is the actual cash held by company. Account receivable is the money that not yet paid by customers after the company sells a product or provides services. Inventory is the product held by companies including raw materials and unsold product. Prepaid expense, the company will get goods or services at some point in the future, but before the receipt of these goods or services in advance of payments money, such as rent, insurance, and so on. This will be all for today's micro lesson. I have prepared 2 multiple choice questions for you to practice. You can pause the video for minutes if you need some time to think about, and you can also try to do the question without moving backward of the video to see if you understand today's topic. It will be fine that if your answer is not correct, you can go back to what we have learned at this point in the video so that you can have more deeply memorized with today's knowledge. I will also put the answer of the question at the end of the video. Feel free to ask any questions for today's lesson. And thank you for watching the videos. Hope you enjoyed today's micro lesson.